Yeah, Dragon Ball. Sure.
Yeah, from
He's the
way
kid.
back,
And that's
you
the
know?
one I don't watch. I mean, I'm nothing against it, but I start with Dragon Ball Z. That's just kind of where I'm at. Well,
Z is when he's like an adult, right? That's when he starts as the adult.
Yeah,
I
well,
can't remember where the cutoff is.
we have to do an episode talking about like the psychology of Dragon Ball Z. I'm thinking this now. All right, let's move on to this.
And prove almost impossible to influence. An individual who does not recognize psychological projection, a defense mechanism in which the individual defends himself against the unconscious impulses denying their existence in himself while attributing them to others, will eventually create an illusory environment whereby he changes the world into the replica of his own unknown face. Individual who does not recognize psychological projection.
I didn't have it on the screen. It's worth going back.
A defense mechanism in which the individual defends himself against the unconscious impulses denying their existence in himself while attributing them to others, will eventually create an illusory environment whereby he changes the world into the replica of his own unknown face. The shadow plays an important role in balancing the overall psyche. A weak adaptation of the shadow results in a low level of personality, whereby the individual behaves like a passive victim of his shadow, extremely worried with the opinions of others, a walking persona. People who do not look at their shadows directly project them onto others. The qualities that we often cannot stand in others, we have in ourselves and wish not to see. But to truly grow as a person, one must integrate their shadow and balance it with their persona. It is possible for man to recognize the relative evil of his nature, but it is rare for him to gaze into the face of absolute evil. An encounter with your shadow may appear in dreams, typically as a person of the same sex as you. It depends on the living experience of each individual, rather than being inherited in the collective unconscious. The dissolution of the persona and understanding one's own shadow is a central part of the process of individuation. In terms of the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it must be Jekyll, the conscious personality, who integrates the shadow and not the other way around. Otherwise, you will become the slave of your autonomous shadow. The integration of the shadow...
What does autonomous mean?
Oh, autonomous